Arizona Silver in the news today. Arizona Silver trades as AZS in the Toronto Venture Exchange and AZASF in the OTC in the States. They announced a Carlin-Type style gold-silver exploration project acquisition in Silverton, Nevada. With me now, VPX Greg Hahn. Well, Greg, appreciate the time and update here. This one seems right up your alley here with that Carlin-Type gold-silver system. Would you run through the highlights for investors?
Well, yeah, I mean, Carlin-type deposits are where all the action is. That's where all the big boys are trying to score in Nevada. When you're looking at deposits that contain anywhere between 2 and 10 plus million ounces of gold, that's what everybody wants to find. And good prospects are hard to come by. This is one that came to my attention a couple of years ago. Canamex actually picked it up initially, but then Canamex had a difficult time raising capital and couldn't hold on to the lease. And so I actually acquired the lease just to hold it in limbo so nobody else would get it. And then Arizona Silver came along and said, hey, we'd like to acquire that. There were a number of other companies that were interested, just poking around, but not serious enough to make me a proposal. But the highlights there are that it's a very large system. It's alteration and strong geochemistry. By that I mean like up to 16 grams per ton gold from rock chips across a large area. I mean, not that much gold across a large area, but up to that across a very large area. The area that's anomalous, above 100 ppb gold, is 2 kilometers by 3 kilometers. Most of it is in altered dolomites. That's a classic setting for Carlin-type deposits. I actually, while I was holding the leases, I sponsored a master's thesis at University of Nevada, Reno on the carbonate-hosted deposits or prospects in Nye County, Nevada, where Silverton is, and it came out as one of his top prospects in that thesis by analogy with the Carlin trend, by the geochemistry that's demonstrated between silver and the Carlin trend, and by the nature of the host rock. So it was pretty exciting to see that come out of the master's thesis. So we're pretty excited in Arizona Silver to move that forward. We're going to put a plan of operations into the BLM. Hope to be able to put a drill on it this fall and start to test some of the higher grade Peter zones that were identified way back in the 80s by Westgold. Westgold didn't have the benefit of knowing what a Long Canyon deposit looked like. Everybody was looking for a strict Carlin-type, which is a stratabound system below the Robert Mountain Thrust. And when the guys at Goldex discovered the Long Canyon deposit, which is not on the Carlin trend, it's often eastern Nevada where the rock types are a little different, and everybody thought there were Carlin-type deposits there. But Goldex rolled the dice there, came up big, brought in a joint venture partner that eventually was purchased by Newmont, and then Newmont bought the entire deposit out for a large sum of money. They have multiple million ounces of gold there, and they're mining currently. So that's what we're trying to do, is make that kind of a score to be able to really find an elephant in elephant country.
Well, that's what investors are looking for. You basically answered my next question here. I guess the next piece of news then will be or piece of news on this property will be the game plan there. But we'll have Guy here. Why don't you give investors a quick update on Philadelphia?
Well, we're drilling Philadelphia currently. Things are going well, much better than they were going at Ramsey. We had technical difficulties at Ramsey. The problem in western Arizona right now is it's hotter than hell. And temperatures are up over 120 Fahrenheit. It's hard to touch the steel. The hydraulics overheat. And we just had to shut down at Ramsey because it was overwhelming. But we're not having those difficulties at Philadelphia. Things are going well. We're in the middle of our second hole. I can't tell you what we're hitting, but we're keeping going. So that obviously tells you something. But looking good, to be honest with you.
Looking good indeed. Okay, that's Greg Hahn. He's the VPX, Arizona Silver, AZS on the venture, AZASF. OTC in the States. Greg, appreciate that update. Certainly look forward to checking back in when you guys have some more good news to report.
Absolutely. Thanks for your interest, Rob.